Okay, there we go. Alright. What it's not meant to do. Okay. Hand holding with Haru. That does sound pretty based, actually. Happy marriage and kids with Haru. That does sound like a plan. That does indeed sound like a plan. So strange she appears so late in the game, though. Like, did we really need on? Do we really need on have this much screen time? Yeah, and screen time. What little she does get, it's not even that much, sadly.
So I assume all of you know about the separation of powers. There are 3 branches in our government.
You're stuck at a French restaurant? Dang, that sucks. Birth count full football team with Haru.
The National Diet is legislative, the Cabinet is executive, and the Supreme Court is judiciary. This division of power provides checks and balances, which ensures no one branch becomes unstoppable.
Have you made up your mind? No matter how much thinking you do, there's only one option. You'd be better off just listening to me.
Did I just hear a cat just now?
Chimera, Rizu, and Belt. Except one of them, and it's not here. Or let's not seemingly adapt to the lowly Chilean taste or dismiss all French gastronomy.
Meow!
Could that rumored cat be somewhere nearby?
Hey, I wish cats were in my high school classrooms. Instead, all we got were freaking wasps flying around. Unfortunately, not that common, but I would take a cat any day over that.
Settle down! We're in the middle of an important lecture.
Thank you, Mr. Ushimaru, for not being a PDF file. Nice, too cranky to be one.
You, I'm reading this too.
Were you not a gooner? I'd shake your hand on this.
Hey, what's that?
Enough! This is a classroom!
Wait.
Oh.
She's going to jump!
Oh, it's this scene.
Suzui? Shiho? For real? Come on, let's go.
Hey! Stay in your seats! Do not step foot outside of this room.
No way! Huh? Is she gonna commit suicide?
Yeah, you're kind of right. Sonify's message is kind of...
Suzui,
Do a flip! On should do a flip. That's what...
Calm down! Back to your seats!
7.5 out of 10.
Hey, what's going on? We should head to the courtyard too.
Man, what a time to join, I know, right? You join as a new viewer to this of all things. I think I did actually, like, the first glimpse I'd ever seen of Persona 5, I think I actually just happened to randomly tune into a stream and see this. Or the little cutscene afterwards, I'm not sure. A second Shiho has hit the ground. Joining a place full of people, Kamoshida, man, deserves better.
There's no way we're gonna get past all these goddamn people. Come on, let's try going through the practice building.
Or we can just knock them over. You're still worried about me.
Hey, let me through! What the hell? Let me through, man! Please!
Her Emerin cosplay failed.
Class is still in session!
Shio.
What the hell's wrong with these people?
We need someone to go with her. Are there any teachers around?
I'm not in charge of her class, though.
We should leave this to Principal Kobayakawa.
I'll go.
Please hurry.
You're not a teacher.
Shio. Why? On. I'm sorry. I can't take this anymore.
Persona Q2 literally calls Kamoshida a hero. Dang.
Shio? Huh? Kamoshida? No! Shio! Did you see that? Her leg was totally so It's not good. She just wants to
Volleyball team. Return to your classrooms at once!
At least you don't have to worry about leg day anymore. Yeah, she doesn't have a leg left.
That guy. Hey, wasn't Mishima acting weird? We're gonna make him talk this time.
They try so hard to make Kamoshida look evil and just fail.
Teachers,
Well, they make
return
him-
to your classrooms for the time being. Please do not let any students go home yet.
I mean, they make him look comedically evil. Like, no redeeming qualities at all.
That hurts! Why'd you run like that, huh? I didn't run. She jumped and tried to kill herself! Leave me alone. He's right. We ain't trying to get you busted. We won't say you talked either.
The point becomes funny again. Yeah, it's like, it's not realistic in the sense that he's just like, you know, every little thing that he could possibly do that's just cruel or evil or something like that. It doesn't really make much sense.
Susui. She was called out by Mr. Kamoshida. Wait, what? I was called by him a number of times too, to the teacher's room. It wasn't just me or Suzui either. He'd nominate someone when he was in a bad mood and hit them.
Well, like the cutscene last stream, there's a cutscene where they had like the volleyball match, and it's where Kamoshida hits Mishima, and I'm just like, okay, realistically speaking, wouldn't someone realize, hey, wait a minute, that looked very intentional? He's actually making other people suicide. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm not doubting that people can't do this. I'm not doubting there can't be teachers that are genuinely scummy and do those sorts of things. But do they usually end up doing all of those, though? Do they usually end up... Like, they usually end up doing, like, one of those things. And sure, you know, I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's not. You know, they shouldn't be doing that. But, like, all those things combined, it just seems comedically evil. Even in corrupt places, I'd be called out. Yes, it's too much. It would have been far better with less. Yeah. Did hit Mishima, he'd know. And he wouldn't be at school today. Yeah. Like I said, sure, that was a big crowd. They were both students and teachers. Surely someone would have said, hey, wait a minute. That seemed a little intentional. Like, there's no way none of them would have noticed. Like, yeah, if it just barely grazed his face, they'd probably, like, no one would really notice. No one would really care. But, like, it just hit him, like, square in the... Like, it was so direct. It was very intentional. You could tell that it was intentional. There's no way it wasn't. His aim was, like, perfectly spot on right to his face. He's just mad that Kamoshida stole his... that he wasn't actually dating.
So the physical punishment thing was for real. Yesterday, he called Suzui out of the blue. She didn't make any mistakes or anything. Mr. Kamoshida seemed really irritated that day. So it must have been... worse
A lot
than
of
usual.
parents screw the school. Yeah, I'm surprised none of them actually do.
He didn't.
Kamoshida has no political power either. Shido at least is a politician who has ties to the wealthy places. Yeah, that's true. So it's a lot harder to really, you know, to get rid of him because he's actually got, you know, he's got friends in high places.
That son of a bitch!
Just serves as a stimulation of neuroticism and victimism, so that people with no hardship get a feeling of pride. Yeah, it kind of is.
I bet Sakamoto's going to find Mr. Kamoshida.
I think it's that Kamoshida has a lot of power rep for what he's done coaching the volleyball team. Didn't they say he was like an Olympic athlete or something?
Mr. Kamoshida's probably in the PE faculty office on the second floor.
Yeah, I would say the main thing I like about 5 really is actually just the gameplay. Oh, like the dungeon exploring and stuff. When you see the dungeons, you'll start to understand why there's some merit to playing it. But a lot of the story is just not that good. He was an Olympic medalist, yes. The school prides itself on its reputation, so they don't want to come out and admit that one of the teachers is abusing students. I mean, like, you'd think that they'd bite the bullet at some point. You'd think they'd be like, look, you know, this guy is... We thought this guy was good to have around, but he's not. Persona 4 suffers with Rise second off the main character too much. I don't think she really does that much. Looks at Persona 5, I automatically assumed all Persona was of this little gay. Persona 4 was pretty respectable. Mishima is still walking and he's trying. The tutorial is still going on. It's a very long, very, very long segment. Second floor, okay.
He went into the PE faculty office. Let's hurry. We have to go after him.
Supposed to be exaggerated. I don't really remember seeing it much in the metaverse. Because I never really played that part of the game. Although it was kind of a boring part of the game. I think that's where I stopped.
Huh?
You bastard! The hell did you do to that girl?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me!
That is enough.
What you did wasn't coaching.
What did you say?
You ordered me to call Suzui here. I can only imagine what you did to her.
Gooned too hard and made it lose all of his... What? Now he has no upper body strength. He's comically evil in this game too, though. Apparently it's a PDF file, but not just that now suddenly he's beating an entire team and now he makes others jump from a building and etc, etc. And naturally more neurotic, overblown stories usually scan as their normal view.
You're going on and on about things you have no proof of. Basically, you're simply making these claims because you can't be a regular on the team, right?
That's not what this is about!
Even if it is exactly as you imagine it to be, hypothetically speaking, what can you do? We just received a call from the hospital. Suzui's in a coma, and her chances of recovery are slim. How would someone like that make a statement? There's no chance of her getting better, I hear. Oh, the poor girl.
No. That can't be. You goddamn...
This again? Does this mean we need to have yet another case of self-defense?
Proof? Yeah. Proof?
You shut your mouth, you son of a bitch! Why are you stopping me? But still!
Oh, you're stopping him? What a surprise.
Might have been dead if there's a spoiler. I didn't see what you said. I know you retracted something, but I don't know what it was.
There's no need to hold back. Why not attack me? Oh, you can. But of course you can. Everyone present right now will be expelled. I'm reporting all of you at the next board meeting.
What? You can't make a decision like that!
Alright, teacher, I'm gonna raid your mind palace now, you big meaty head. That is kind of how this game comes off as.
Who would seriously consider what scum like you say? You threatened me too, Mishima, so you're just as responsible.
Huh?
To think you didn't know why I kept someone as talentless as you on the team.
See, he won't 1v1 Ryuji. Yeah, he knows he would lose the fight.
You act like you're a victim, but you leaked his criminal records, didn't you?
He's scared of the cripple.
It's all over the internet, correct? How terrible.
Mishima?
To add to his evil acts, suddenly he wants to expel 3 guys too, same day as the sewer slide. I could see why he might try to expel Ryuji, but the other 2 of you are completely innocent, so it makes no sense for him to expel you too. It makes no, like, they don't, in fact, I literally end up stopping him from doing it.
He told me to do it. I had no choice.
We literally stop him from making that mistake.
Now, are we finished here? You're all expelled. You're done for. Your futures are mine to take. Now get out of my sight.
He thinks he was that good
Can't
to take
believe this
Ryuji.
asshole's getting away with this!
Feels more of an excuse to invoke self-righteousness of victimism.
Huh?
I don't think his behavior is that unbelievable. I mean, like I've said, I think like any one of those things that Oof listed above, I think is very feasible. But all of them, I mean, it just seems like he's playing with fire by doing all of that. That, or he's just really confident he can just do anything. I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he is really confident that he can do literally anything he wants. But I feel like, realistically speaking, unless he feels absolutely certain the school could never get rid of him, then he'd probably pick his fights a bit wiser.
Oh, right. We have that.
Huh? Have you lost your minds?
Yeah, I think I actually agree with him on that. I think that all of them being culminated together just doesn't seem that realistic for one person to just do all of that. Unless he really thinks, like I said, unless he really thinks that he can do whatever he wants. Which I don't feel like realistically is the case. I mean, think about it. When you hear, like, some guy that's abusing women or something like that, there's a good few instances where they, like, you talk to them, you know, in public with other guys or something like that, and they seem completely chill or something. You know, like, they don't, they're not the ones starting fights and stuff like that. I've heard instances of that where they'll be actually they won't look like it on the outside, but then in private they're completely different. Often don't offend on just one instance though. I mean, yeah, there might be like they do 2 or 3 different things, but like that whole long list of things, I don't know if that's realistic. I think Kamoshida would have been a more effective villain if he was only just a PDF file. Yeah. And I feel like the shock would be a bit bigger if the guy was actually kind of chill. He was kind of nice. But, oh, whoops, we found out a secret. Then there wouldn't have been a problem. Well, yeah, but he'd still be a PDF file, regardless of whether he's, you know, beating kids up at volleyball practice or not.
You worthless kids aren't making any sense. But sure, go ahead and try.
I mean, because I think realistically, he probably, in a real instance, he probably would have been better at covering up this whole thing. Because in the game, he doesn't really seem even to cover it up. It's just that he knows that if anyone said anything, the teachers wouldn't believe him. They wouldn't believe, not him, they wouldn't believe the student.
After all, you'll have plenty of time to kill until expulsion.
Yeah, he does work at a
Can't
school,
waste
to be
any
fair.
time. We gotta hurry up and go to that world and beat the shit out of that asshole.
If Kamoshida is a pedophile again, I'd date him. Well, because you can only date Kawakami, not. Yeah, obviously, it's. And that's exactly what happens, Kameru. That's literally what happens, though. I feel like it's kind of the problem, though. It's not an unreasonable one. I don't think his PDF file thing is unrealistic or anything like that. I think it is actually very realistic, especially in a school setting. I think it is very plausible. But him doing all of those things, especially when a lot of them are unnecessary, if he's just trying to cover up his, you know, what he's doing with the girls, I think he could just not be very aggressive, and then it would actually help his case if anything, because then the kids wouldn't be like, oh, thank God this guy's gone. They'd be like, oh, but I miss that guy. He was really chill. Was he really that bad? You know. Whereas him just being a jerk to everyone, well, they're certainly not going to stick up for him if he does slip up. I guess maybe, like I said, the only thing I can think of is that he's just absolutely 100% confident that there's no way he's going to lose his power. What do you think of the teacher you can date? Well, I mean, I think the thing is, I will say that I do like her as a character just for the simple reason that at the start of the game, no one believes you. Everyone just takes your word for crap. They will constantly believe You are out to screw them over. You are lying to them. And so I do have to say, when I first played this game, I did very much like her as a character just because she was not that. She was actually like, well, I don't necessarily know if you're... I'm not certain that you're not just lying to me, but there is a possibility you might actually be telling the truth. The romance with the homeroom teacher. Wish that was framed in a different way. Yeah, it's kind of weird how... Yeah, it is pretty weird how it's done. Really portrayed as a jerk. I kind of wish they had... of hiding that fact. Exactly how a woman tries to write the person that disagrees with them in the arguments.
We're not beating him up. We're simply stealing his distorted desires.
Would be better written if he was half as evil. Yeah, because then there'd also be shock to it. Because, like, imagine if all these days pass and... Well, like, what if maybe he still threatens to... What if he still threatens to go and expel you, but it's because you found him, you know, in private with one of the high school girls or something like that, and he's like, oh no, you know my secret now. Well, now, if you go, now I gotta get rid of you by expelling you or something like that. And so he maybe just makes up something about you so he can get you, you know, off his case. But then there's nothing about abuse or anything like that. It's just that, oh, this guy's hiding a very dirty secret.
Can I assume that you've made up your minds about this? About
Spits
how
on
he
everything
might
the first
suffer a
dungeon
mental
tries to ban him
shutdown?
at. Yeah, it's very hypocritical if you think about it. Adachi's 1,000 times better read. Yeah, because the guy doesn't seem evil or anything like that. He's actually like this really friendly, chill guy, but he's actually insane. I need to talk more normal.
I have.
And he's far more relatable and better written.
Someone almost died because of him. I don't give a rat's ass what happens to him anymore.
And you? Then it's settled.
Like,
By the way,
when
get
you
rid of the palace
finally
guard.
expose the guy, I almost feel kind of bad for him, to be honest. At least I did when I first played the game. I was like, you know what? I don't know if this is the right thing to do about this guy. Like, sure, there needs to be something done about him, but I don't think this is the answer.
You've tried it before, right?
When did I ever say that?
Huh? What? Were you just pretending to know?
The palace will mutate or something to make you only have about a month. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they wanted to make it, Maki is a woman. That explains a lot. I mean, that's why I made the joke last stream where I was like, we can't have the two of you in the same place.
Is it true that you're getting expelled?
Because for the longest time, you two are never in the stream at the same time. I was like, it's gotta be because she's an actual woman, so she's oof repellent. This whole convo and the way she thinks that Kawashita is well written.
Everyone's talking about it.
That asshole's at it again.
Should do the Adachi accomplice ending next Persona 4 run. I technically did in my last one. I just didn't stick
Came
with it.
all this way to tell us that?
Extremely shameless appeal to the lowest of Taku. You see this kind of emotional manipulation ramped up in Fire Emblem Awakening. Joker is almost immediately introduced to Ryuji's biased perspective of Kamoshida, so I don't know how you would do it to portray him as a good guy. I mean, yeah, that is true. But I don't know.
If you're going to deal with Kamoshida,
Like, yeah, Ryuji's
let
not
me
going
in on
to
it too.
put him in his nice list, but at the same time, you associating with Ryuji is also going to make Kamoshida probably not like you. That is true, but all these other things, like him forcing a girl to try to commit suicide and, you know, beating Mishima, I mean, that has nothing to do with it. Like, he can still have a vendetta against you without doing all those other things. Trying too hard to make Kamoshida the next Adachi, but instead they ended up making him look like a little man-child and also a PDF file.
I can't just sit back and do nothing after what happened to Shiho.
This has nothing to do with you. Don't butt your head into this.
But it does. Shiho's my...
I said don't get in our way!
Unless they really put an effort into the who can you trust this new environment question and really made Ryuji out to be a problematic student. Which, I mean, they say, like, oh, he's doing all this, like, the teachers don't like him and stuff, but they don't really make much of a reason why, besides he's kind of loud and a little bit of a rebel. That's about the most they do.
That was harsh.
You do not raise your voice at Hafu. No, he should raise it more. Being a good guy on the outside and being his true self on the metaverse would work far better. It'd make the forcing a confession part better, too. Yeah, like if he was deep down actually just, you know, constantly plotting and stuff like that, that would probably work a bit more, since it's just all an act that he's pretending to be good.
We can't take her somewhere like that.
I hope she doesn't do anything too crazy. Women can be much bolder than men at times.
You have Mishima, An, and Ryuji all being used to him looking bad along with the other athletes. What if he was playing a pizza party for the track team or something? I feel like they should give him something good. Head pats? What? Okay. That's a little awkward, Kameru. Whole deal is putting on a mask on your personality ever since Persona 1.
We just gotta hurry up and deal with Kamoshida. Let's go already.
The moment we cross over, we'll treat each other like phantom thieves. So I hope you're ready.
Huh? Phantom thieves?
Being the Coomer for once? The guy has a girlfriend, so... but I won't deny that is really odd behavior for him. Ping me when Haru comes? You're gonna be away for a while, I'm afraid. You're gonna be away for a good while.
Sneak in and stylishly steal treasure. That is what we become.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
It was rather suspect. Yeah, that is really weird. Why are you head patting a 23-year-old woman when you have a girlfriend? That's really, really, really odd. And like I said, I didn't have those intentions. Then what do you mean by head pats on a woman who is, I think, actually a little bit older than you? I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Kameru. That's really sus.
So we just gotta say the school, Kamoshida's name, and castle. Then we end up in Bizarro World.
See you in 2028, probably.
How the hell's all this work? Someone make it?
Leading credence to the Olympic athlete thing. I mean, that's like the only positive thing the game gives you about him. Kameru exposed party, I guess.
That's kind of creepy, but seems useful enough.
None of the training he's giving exclusive to Kamoshida, and the other people will train you and not abuse you. This is the opposite day where I'm normal and Kameru isn't. I guess so.
We'll show that effing Kamoshida.
I must admit, I'm actually literally Kamoshida. Well,
Let's go.
like I said, I think Maki's too old for your preference then.
really are going to do something.
Kamerushita? Okay, I'm gonna pin that. Kamerushita. Kamerushita. You're a hero that did nothing wrong?
They're doing something on their phone?
Nose and hair too, especially the nose.
School? Huh?
It's not grooming if they were both adults. You make it sound like you prefer. It makes it sound like you want that head patting. Do you know what grooming is? Or of course I know what grooming is.
All right, time to bust on through.
What is this?
Takamaki?
That voice. Sakamoto? And are you...
Why are you here?
I feel like it is better to lighten the tone. I'm guessing that's why you tried to do the head pat thing, but I think that just made things more suspicious. Chad is being pleasant as always.
How should I know? What's going on? Hey, where are we? Isn't this the school?
I see. Perhaps she was dragged in because of that app thing.
Happy hand-holding with Haru. That does sound pretty base, not gonna lie.
If multiple people can enter with the person who uses it, it stands to reason it'll pull anyone nearby.
Forgetting all previous topics above in 3, 2, 1. Yes, let's forget about that. That just did not go over well, did it?
For real?
Wait, so this is related to Kamoshida?
Anyways, you gotta leave.
So what did everyone have for lunch today? Kima. Happy Hanukkah? I didn't eat lunch. Dang. Morgana, quit simping. You aren't a dog. You have no chance. Yeah, that's true. She's a white woman, so... She's a white woman, so... You're not a dog, so...
No!
How do you guys feel if you didn't have breakfast today? Well, I didn't have breakfast today, and I feel fine.
The shadows are going to find us if you make a scene.
No way! It talked? Oh my god! It's a monster cat!
I'd be miserable if I skipped breakfast. I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Monster?
You better explain what's going on! I won't
Same
leave until
build.
you do!
Same.
Looks like we gotta force her.
Should do a stream where all donations go to the LGBT charity and disable donations for that stream. That's literally every day, oof. It's literally every day. Giving me psychic damage? Is it damaging you that much? I mean, like Inkling, I am not a morning person. We can do that for the next Fire Home series. Like I said, I can do you one better, I just do it all the time.
But how are we supposed to do that?
Jesse!
Just take her back to where we came in. That's how it worked last time, right?
The idea of not eating breakfast hurts. See, part of it is I'm not a morning person and I just don't really like breakfast food that much. If I do end up having breakfast, it's just gonna be like some flat bread with butter or something. It's not anything that... It's just, you know, I don't really have much interest in it.
Oh yeah! Can you lend me a hand?
What are you...
We'll explain after everything's over.
Hey! And just where are you touching?
Whoa, sorry, I didn't mean...
Yes, we did.
That's not important.
Work on 8 to 5 now. You work an 8 to 5 while also being a master's student? That's gotta be very busy. Well, yeah, I guess you work those hours, and yeah, you probably do, admittedly.
You guys, seriously? Ah!
We better be careful from now on when we use that app.
You should have checked the tools you used. Why do I, the one who was just watching, know more about it than you two?
It's a summer internship. Okay, so you must have... Okay, so I'm guessing you just got that recently or something. Okay. Because I don't know if your semester's still going or not. I have no idea.
Shut up. Ah, jeez. Takamaki found out right when we were starting off. We gotta deal with this fast.
That girl's name is An Takamaki, right? Lady An.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know. Silence cat, you sound like a nerd. Uni and halftime internship here. I guess it's more common. Semester ended last week. Okay. I was like, I figured that you were probably getting finished because, well, you've been showing up to stream a lot more. Whereas you were a little bit away for some of those.
The shadows have noticed us. You better brace yourselves. Got it?
How to make this peak download the replace on with Haru mod? Is there actually a mod that does that? And the Alex Seek. I don't know what it is with you glazing Alex Seek so much. I don't even know who he is. I just remember you glazed him a lot, and I don't know why. Because I don't even know who that is.
We're counting on you, Joker.
Should be mostly free now, I think.
Joker? That a nickname?
More 3 houses in Persona for me. Yeah, I mean, you seem pretty
Don't refer to it
enthusiastic
in such a
about it.
lame way. It's a code name.
There's a mod that makes everyone Haru, so you just make the game better.
What kind of stupid phantom thief would use their real name? I'm not down for that. And there's no telling what kind of effect yelling our real names will have on the palace. It's just a precaution.
So, why is he Joker?
The self-insert of a leftist soy boy, and he's so awfully written that he goes back to being base. Trans Jesse is forever, sadly. Isn't Kamiru gonna mod that out or something though? Didn't he say?
Because he's our trump card when it comes to fighting strength. Just go with it. You're Joker.
It ain't too bad, yeah?
Next up is you, Ryuji. You'll be, let's see, Thug.
Do you want my run to succeed? I mean, I want it to succeed. Like, his friend is having a mental breakdown over his dead sister, and he just says, "Dude, shut up. No one cares about your dead sister." Bruh. Wow, that's terrible.
Are you picking a fight with me? Yeah, I'll choose it myself.
We gotta get to the war arc. Yeah, weirdly enough, you know, the first time I've ever tried to do Iron Man 3 Houses, I actually did make it pretty far into there. Because I got through Blood at Ronder. But then, every other attempt since then, I've never made it to time skip. I don't know why. It just never happened. We should keep it for comedy? Yeah, should.
When it comes to me, it's gotta be this mask. Honestly, I actually kinda like it. What if we named me after this?
Fine. Why not Skull then?
Oh, that sounds awesome! I'm Skull! What do we do about this one's code name?
It's because I haven't plus the run. Maybe. Literally after the scene, you fight a golden llama that says lemonade because so random, quirky leftist humor. I do think some random stuff can actually be funny, but it's gotta I don't know how to explain it, but like have you seen that one meme where it's like Rutger had stage 4 colon cancer or something like that? Like it's so random. It's so random, but it actually is funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that just like found that actually funny, but I did because well, I mean, it beats the original version of that meme. Rutger has stage 4 colon cancer. It's so random. Like I said, I do think random things can actually be funny, but stuff like what you described isn't funny. Random stuff can be funny, and that scene is so funny because it's written as a serious scene. I'm Rutger, a swordsman from Sakai. This is a cancer ward! What? Okay. See, stuff like that works. I'm Rutger, a swordsman from Sakai. This is a cancer ward.
How about Mona?
Well, if Joker thinks it's easier to call me that, then I'll go with it. Alright, from here on out, we're Joker, Skull, and Mona. We need to be absolutely thorough about using those code names from now on.
All right, time to go steal this treasure thing.
The CJ joke Ness is constantly milking. I don't even know what CJ joke he has, to be honest.
Let's make a dash for it.
Criminal justice. I think real comedy watching Speedwing explain how an HP tonic actually makes Rinka viable. You know Oof is a massive Rinka simp though, so get ready for a wall of text. You brought it up with Oof here, you know there's gonna be a massive wall of text. Oh yes, this is your dash. God.
Yeah.
Hunter activates her PR skill. I mean, yeah, but she just needs that PR skill to do any meaningful damage. How good she is as a backpack. Rinka. Igraka.
Praise be to King Kamoshida! Death to the intruders!
Hey, look. Ain't that...
Time to play FE6. Are you on chapter 16 or are you still on 15? I don't remember where you were.
Those intruders the other day were quite entertaining. However, I can't allow that trash to ransack my castle.
Almost finished.
Strengthen the security, kill them on sight. I'll reward whoever brings me their heads.
Praise be to King Kamoshida! Death to the intruders!
Hey, Mona, can't we just beat the crap out of him and call it a day?
Okay, you're on 15, okay. Shouldn't be that hard.
Look at all those soldiers, idiot. It'd be suicide. And I'm sure you don't want a repeat of last time. Besides, don't you want him to confess his sins? There's no point beating him up. We need to steal his materialized desires. The treasure.
Fine, so where is it?
It has to be somewhere in the depths of this castle. Let's infiltrate further in while he's out here.
Praise be to King Kamoshida! Death to the intruders!
I think it's impossible.
Damn it. Damn it.
Oh, is this what I think it is?
Remember how I taught you hold-ups and all-out attacks? I'll teach you their practical use now. There's another use for hold-ups, besides simply defeating enemies. Shadows are beings born from people's hearts, so naturally they can talk too. In other words, you can communicate with them. Get it? If you talk to them when they're cornered, they might offer money or items since they don't want to die. In fact, talking has a better chance of scoring something great, as opposed to just offing them. Well then, let's do the first step. Knock all the enemies down and do a hold-up.
Yes, all the enemies. All one of them.
They're all knocked down! That was incredible, Joker!
For real?
Well, something along those lines. Now let it be money or items. Just cough it up.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, what? This isn't how I was planning this to go. If that's the case, I guess it's time for you to go to hell.
For real?
Sorry, but we're in a hurry.
Come on!
So boring. It is.
What the? What's going on?
Cool. I am now that.
It's been 7 hours. It is very slow. To be fair, I probably could have done this faster, but I've also been keeping up with chat. Yeah, if this was off stream, I'd probably already be done with this palace.
For real?
Or the on video.
Let's go. Pixie! There!
Is that the shadow from earlier? Don't tell me. Did you take in the shadow's appearance and powers as a persona?
Persona! Ravage them!
I'm gonna pawn the dog. Yeah, we have. For a challenge run? Really?
Yeah, fine. Give me a break. Give me a break. Besides that, dumb kid.
How? He didn't like that answer. Nice.
Persona! Let's go, Captain!
Can you use Jewish demons?
Persona! Captain here!
Alright, let's try to capture him this time.
Yeah, fine. Let's kill. Huh? Besides that,
Random though, I once knew these twin brothers, not identical. One time, brother to the other, and he clapped back with, "Should have absorbed you in the womb." What?
Holy! Does that mean you can wield multiple personas?
Yes.
Hey, Mona, what was that about? What did Joker do?
He sealed the enemy's appearance and powers into his mask and made it his new persona. Is such a feat even possible? Even I've never seen anyone pull that off.
Try changing the music now. The music? How do you do that?
Of course it is. Only one heart exists per person, so normally a person can only have one persona. Incredible. That ability will give us a huge advantage in battle.
Become Pixie.
Alright, try to do that even more if the opportunity arises. You better help out too, Skull.
Hell yeah! We'll hold every last one of them up.
I like you even more now. I really do have something special after all.
Okay. Alright. We have to use only Jewish personas for Kanashiro, so that we walk into the bank and get a 0% interest loan. Yeah, that's what's important. Okay. System. Change difficulty. Yeah, we're gonna change to Merciless. Because apparently it's easier on Merciless. Because you do more damage. Which is at least what people have been telling me, so I think we'll go with that.
Treasure chest spotted. Let's open it.
Uh-oh.
I'll reveal your true form.
Harder to hold up enemies, you're liable to one-shot enemies with weakness hits. Yeah, that's probably true.
Persona! Arsene! There!
Use wind to hit its weak point.
Okay. Wind.
Persona!
Yeah, just one-shots. Now, I figure later in the game it'll actually start to even out a bit difficulty, but right now this will make things really easy and speed up the slow early game. Told you. I guess I should have listened to you.
I leveled up. Alright.
I'd bump it down to hard if you want to recruit anything. Fair enough. It's a lot of enemies though. Jack! Jack indeed.
One enemy. Let's do it.
Persona! There!
Ow. That does a ton. That does a ton, man.
Sorry!
Our normal attacks also do a lot more damage, I assume so.
Losers!
Yeah! Victory!
Yeah, I remember fighting Madarame, and it was actually
Yeah,
kind of
we
difficult.
beat him. Let's move on.
But that was also, I wasn't playing on Merciless, I know that much. I don't know if I was playing on hard or what, but I remember having a harder time with him than in Vanilla. He's a lot harder in Royal than I found him to be in Vanilla, honestly.
There's 2 enemies. Don't underestimate them.
I'm gonna underestimate them. It's just weakness and technical hits that do triple damage. But I mean, that lunge tech did a lot.
Go down.
I may have just under leveled, I don't know.
Joker took one out. All right.
Persona! You're mine.
Yeah, victory.
You also take triple damage. But that's from effective, right?
Now I'm even more charming.
Lunge is just strong. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
There's a lot of enemies in
Thanks
this
for
room.
me.
That was a lot of enemies there. Silver deck.
Whoa. All right.
From effective, okay. Let's go over here. But yeah, these dungeons, for those of you who've never played 5 before, they feel a lot more like Zelda dungeons, in my opinion. They don't feel like, you remember the Persona 4 dungeons, which are just kind of generic feeling, randomly generated dungeons. Persona 5 dungeons are not like that. They're not. They've actually got a, like, you could, where they feel a little bit random or something. That's not how these feel. They're like a proper dungeon that you actually explore with set rooms and stuff like that. The treasure's always gonna be the same.
This is that place from earlier. What's up with this app? Just said the word Sakamoto said, and I ended up.
I'd die if Persona 4's Heaven dungeon had the Persona 5 style. Yeah, the one thing that Persona 5 that they need to keep from Persona 5 for Persona 6 is the dungeon style. The dungeon style is so much better, it blows it out of the water.
Princess?
Huh?
Princess!
Aren't there even more shadows here than before? Just getting this far has been a real pain in my ass.
It's all because you guys provoked Kamoshida, you know. Still, he seems to be awfully on guard.
Anyways, how are we supposed to steal that treasure thing?
Doing a remaster if you heard the rumors. If they do and they actually change the dungeons, well, actually, we can probably answer this. With the Persona 3 dungeons and Reloaded, what are the dungeons really similar or are they actually different? I want a Persona 4 remake more than anything. If they actually do make a Persona 4 remake, I probably will stream it.
Don't be so hasty. First, we'll need to secure an infiltration route.
What?
But I feel like that'd be too much work if they actually like made Persona 5 style dungeons. So I kind of doubt they did that.
A path to the treasure's location.
Kept the randomly generated Tartarus. Okay. I mean, I kind of expected that, but
But honestly, I think we'll need a little more manpower in order to accomplish this. At the very least, one more person would be nice.
Hey, you say you don't have your memories and all, but somehow you still know about that kind of stuff?
it feels better to play than base Persona 3, though. I'm sure it does.
Do you think this thing's really got amnesia?
That's what you think of me?
Kamoshida. Ah, another woman to Krumon. Knights, right? Knights, bring her to me. Yes.
You sure talk big, but what if it turns out you're just some stray cat in the end?
That can't be.
Still, why was a princess in such an odd place?
Princess?
I could have sworn we were pursuing the readings of an intruder.
It doesn't matter now. We must take her back to King Kamoshida.
Who's this princess they're talking about?
I should probably look into this.
And yet another question goes unanswered. Stuff like the castle and that navigation app are mysterious, but Morgana's got them both beat. Oh, crap! Sorry.
Belphegor?
What was I again? Oh, yeah, Skull.
This is bad.
That was fast.
Your friend, Lady On.
She's not our friend.
She's been taken by shadows.
Good.
Wait, what? We sent her home earlier.
If Lady On does indeed have the app, it could be possible.
Oh no. Don't tell me it got put on hers just like mine. Damn it. We let her out for her own safety and she just came back in by herself. Damn it.
Watch how Belphegor toilet guy just melts on Merciless. Yeah, that is a great design. Just toilet man.
Okay, let's go.
Let's save first, just in case things go poorly.
Hey!
We do now.
I should write something.
It's just a guy in a toilet. Imagine it's just a guy in a toilet.
Yes!
Yeah, this is a great idea for our persona, guys. We should definitely run that by.
Joker.
It's the right way now, because we're not going for On. Imagine saving On.
Is this some kind of filming? Who's in charge here?
Takes you the last save in most instances. Yeah, so it's probably a good idea to save, just in case things don't go too well. Actually, based on the real image, on a real image, really? They just took a picture of a guy in a toilet and they're like, yeah, this is a great idea for a persona.
This way!
Why are we having to save her? Does On really deserve to be saved?
Look, I'll apologize for touching the armor without permission.
She totally doesn't get what's going on.
Let's hurry. We have to save her.
Well, yeah, she's blonde. It's kind of a negative modifier. Makes her dumber than the average person.
Yes!
What's all this about? Seriously, I'm gonna call the cops.
Well, an actual portrait of a demon from the old times. Okay, fair enough.
So, this is the intruder.
Kamoshida? Who's that? More importantly, what is this place? Why is the school turned into something like this?
I can't believe you mistook my On for someone like her. Are you afraid?
What is that outfit? Have you lost your mind?
I do as I please here. After all, this is my castle. The world of my desires.
There's no cops in the metaverse. Yeah, no, there conveniently just aren't any cops there.
What the? Wait, is this some red light district?
It's so unfair. Certain people have straight up better personas. Like we just have some dude Mikoto, basically just gets some, I don't know how to pronounce it, Archie? I don't know, from Transformers. Yeah, she just gets a motorcycle. It's kind of funny.
What a lively slave.
If you want to show it during meme review, sure, why not?
This isn't funny! Enough of the bullshit, Kamoshida!
Shit. The girls decided to tell me off. What do you think of that?
Talking back is like totally unforgivable.
In that case, she should be executed.
It's telling you there are two odds. One is smashing the patriarchy, the other one is smashing the patriarchy. Yeah, exactly.
Now then, how should I play with you? Shall I tear you into little pieces?
Are you kidding me?
This is effed up. Is that what he thinks of the girls on the volleyball team?
Hey, that's...
Takamaki!
Unsmash or pass? Definitely pass.
Just when I was about to start enjoying myself.
What's the deal with this guy?
Because if you smash her, you just end up with a bunch of STDs.
You little...
How many times are you gonna come back? I bet you just like those thieves. You came because you're pissed at me, huh?
I remember one time I was playing on Merciless and died during the last segment of December 24th, died and hadn't saved since before the Shido fight and lost all the Twin Wardens confident. Ouch. That's rough. That's rough.
But, I forget that chick's name. But it's your fault she jumped, you know.
Huh?
You were so reluctant to throw yourself onto me that I had her take your place.
You bastard!
No!
Take one more step and I'll kill her on the spot.
You should take a lot more steps.
Damn it!
Just sit back and enjoy the dismantlement show.
The dismantlement show.
No, don't!
Maybe I'll start with her clothes.
You're such a perv!
Hey, what are we gonna do? Takamaki!
Is this my punishment for what happened to Shiho?
Ann's main issue, writing-wise, is her general inconsistency. Like she wants to be a doll and own her femininity, kind of like Bayonetta. But then Bayonetta. But then she gets embarrassed easily and is objectified by the group. Yeah, she can't tell what she wants, and it's kind of dumb.
That's more like it. You should have looked like this from the start.
Shiho, I'm so sorry. Huh? You're right.
I hope Belfly
This
Gore
piece of
wins.
shit toy with me. What was I thinking?
It's like I always say, slaves should just behave and...
Shut up. I've had enough of this. You pissed me off, you son of a bitch!
My, it's taken far too long. Tell me, who is going to avenge her if you don't? Forgiving him was never the option. Such is the scream of the other you that dwells within. I am thou, thou art I.
Slave behave, it almost rhymes.
We can finally forge a contract.
I hear you, Carmen. You're right. No more holding back.
There you go. Nothing can be solved by restraining yourself. Understand? Then I'll gladly lend you my strength.
The harlot! Yes, the harlot. She just killed herself.
You know what? I'm not some cheap girl you can toy with, you scumbag.
Bitch!
You stole everything from Shiho. You destroyed her. Now it's your turn. I will rob you of everything!
How dare you! Enough of your insolence!
No, I've had enough of you.
Toilet Man! Hafu killed Hafu? True.
How dare you deny King Kamoshida's love, you selfish lass! Pay for this insolence with your life!
She wants to have her cake and eat it. Too ironic, she likes cake, yeah. No more holding back. I think that's Elise's quick quote. I believe so. I believe you're right. Why the toilet? I know, it's perfect. Perfect.
Just these women as sexual outlets. Don't make me laugh with that love bullshit. Come on, Carmen. Let's give them hell. Let's do this.
The harlot. Well, he didn't outright die, but I mean, we can't recruit him, unfortunately. We can't recruit Toilet Man, sadly. I mean, because he could still one-shot us, right?
It's time.
He's not weak to anything besides, but he's a boss, yeah, so we can't quite do that, can we?
I'm not done.
I might want to go and heal Ryuji. I'm just gonna heal my guys up and hope they don't die.
All right. Thanks.
Almost took 1/4 of his HP. Yeah, that is true. Can't use women as a sexual outlet. Now I'm gonna become a stripper. That kind of is how he sounds, yeah. Resist wind, okay. I'm sorry. That's gonna hurt. Oh dear.
Everyone, watch your health.
That did a lot. Divert the male gaze. That might just kill. Now I think about it. Not quite. Very close though. I think with the I think we can kill him though. I think it should be pretty easy to kill him. What? No, not that. There we go.
To think there would be a woman who could stand up to King Kamoshida.
To think there will be a woman. Yeah, I know, right? Just describe my streams in a nutshell.
Outside of school, that guy's nothing but a pathetic loser.
New move! What do you think?
We're usually finally getting a physical move. Let's go. Belphegor is just a guy from India. Kamoshida saw an Indian once and mentally imprinted a nightmare onto him. Yeah, probably.
Oh shit.
Wait!
The Indian wasn't on the toilet in reality. True.
Why'd you come here, man? And more importantly, how?
Hey, is that how you speak to a woman?
Yes. Yes, it is. I speak to women like that.
Are you alright, Lady On?
Bruh. Having to refer to her as lady.
Lady on? Wait, what is this thing? Is it alive? How can it talk?
Silly gun, if they don't have toilets in India, that's what the ground is for.
And where in the world are we?
Just calm down. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry.
How am I supposed to calm down? Huh? Why am I dressed like this? When did I... what's with this?
Why would you say you look great? You look terrible. I want that to be an option.
How can you expect me to be calm?
Well, I'm stumped. A search party will be coming for us soon. There's no time to explain. We don't have a choice. Let's retreat for now.
Just like an early civilization history. True.
We were just getting fired up and you had to go and get in the way. Fine.
Based blaming on for getting in the way. Said he and his wife like to watch people get food poisoning from Indian street food. Bro, what? What? That's pretty cruel. Like, equally, if they wanted to make a confident chick who's owning their femininity, you could just do that, but they don't. She even demonizes Ryuji for looking at women in a sexual way. She's just weird. That's why I don't like her. She's inconsistent. Now look, she's embarrassed. Yeah, it's... That always bothered me when I play the game. Like, okay, make up your mind. What do you want? Like you said, she wants to bake her own cake and eat it. It's like, which one do you want? Which one do you want?
Here, give me your arm. You take the other side.
The problem is, it feels like that's her entire character. And her entire character is just very, it just contradicts with itself, and I don't understand. It's very hypocritical.
Thanks.
Looks like we made it back. Hey, are you okay?
When Kamoshida makes the grabby hands at her, she tried to kill him, but when Ryuji does it, he's a silly goofball. Well, to be fair, Ryuji is just he's kind of a joke character.
Well, pretty much. Wait, I lied. I'm still confused about all of this.
You may be safe now, but a lot sure did happen back there. At any rate, we stand out too much here. Let's relocate to a safer spot.
Which one you want?
Do you want to comfort a woman or a dominatrix? You can't have both.
Whichever's not carbonated.
They're both actually.
Then...
Here you go.
What about me?
Huh? But you're a cat.
Have you calmed down, Lady On?
Morgana, right?
Twitter deleted group chats? I don't think anyone really uses those, do they?
I really am talking to a cat. This feels so strange.
Like, seriously, who uses Twitter group chats? Who actually uses those? Who uses Twitter group chats? I want the uncarbonated soda. Well, like I said, she's blonde. She's not exactly the brightest bulb.
Oh, sorry. You're not a cat, right?
It's only natural that you're confused. Demanding that you understand all of this right after what you went through is asking too much.
Anime best friend is almost never allowed to look cool. They just get crapped on to make the main character look cool and get all the women. Yeah, it really sucks. Like, why not make someone else be the... If someone's gotta be the punching bag, I'd rather be On, not Ryuji. I want to chug the flat Dr. Pepper. Because otherwise it's all scam ads.
Honestly, I still can't believe what happened. And that power. My persona.
It's the will of your rebellion, Lady On. With it, you'll be able to fight in that other world.
So if what you told me is true, we can make Kamoshida have a change of heart, right?
If Junpei is who I'm thinking he is, why does the guy look like he's like 30, but he's in high school? Like, I swear the guy has like a beard already. And yeah, I had a beard when I was in high school, but I also wasn't a Japanese guy, so... That's a bit different. Literally have Morgana to be the punching bag. Yeah, Morgana could be the punching bag. Mishima is literally a well-trained punching bag. Maki hates to hear it, but it's true. He's literally a punching bag. He was literally was so punching bag pilled it was his job. I don't want the hat and stubble as Junpei. Yeah, like I said, that is kind of strange that this guy is just a high school student. A Japanese high school student with a beard. I mean, maybe if he was like a college student, I could believe that, but... of Teddy as their punching bag and Chie for that matter. True. Persona 3 also doesn't have a stupid mascot character, which is why it's the best. Yeah, that's a fair argument.
Is it really possible? Can we actually force him to confess his crimes?
The volleyball team's keeping quiet about this while teachers and parents turn a blind eye.
Lesson 1, throw Mishima off the cliff. Dang.
If guys like us try and complain, they're just gonna shoot us down.
I have seen high school students with those. Yeah, I have too, but remember, again, he's a Japanese high school student. Japanese men have a bit of a hard time growing facial hair. I mean, like I said, I had a beard when I was in high school, but I'm also from my bloodline is from an area that has an easy time growing facial hair. Japanese are kind of the opposite. Persona game with a good story and no more Teddy Morgana type character, that's Persona 3. Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Going all in on this plan is the only choice we got.
Then let me help too. I want to make him pay for what happened to Shiho. He just keeps going like nothing happened, even after what he did to her. I'll never forgive him.
Wait, did you just say, let me help? You mean you want us to take you along?
Don't act like I'm going to drag you down. Weren't you watching? I can fight too.
Persona 3 also has a Frenchie. Oh, that's... I don't know then. I don't know, man.
Hey,
right. Adults suck, I guess. It's kind of ironic this game was made rated M when its entire theme is adult bad. She'll be great? Nah. It'll be dangerous. We can't let a woman in here.
I believe she should join us. We are lacking in manpower after all.
She's not a man.
Don't worry. I'll protect her.
No, you won't. But he's a sidekick. Okay, fair enough.
Even if you said no, I'd just go in alone.
Ah, right, she can go by herself. I guess it'd be more dangerous turning her down. Fine.
Then it's decided. Well, I hope we get along. I'm going to make Kamoshida atone for what he did.
Those rotten adults! Persona 5 Royal, rated M for mature, 18+. I bet you part of the reason it's rated M for mature is literally just this one dungeon.
Not just for Shiho's sake, but for everything he's done.
Game made by adults, written made by adults, about adults bad. Sounds very Japanese. Maybe that is a Japanese thing, but it doesn't make sense. Are you sure it was written by adults? Are you sure it was written by adults? What adult would write a story about adults bad? Mara is why. The game is rated M. True.
I won't let any more people suffer because of him.
Rated M for Mara? True.
I'll do whatever it takes.
A group like yours must have relied on subtlety and misdirection. Otherwise, you'd never survive.
It's got it all hanging out there, yeah, true. It'd be hilarious if the story was written by actual adults. It sadly probably was, but...
Some of you might even have been hiding behind a public face their entire lives. If you're listening, then answer me.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the lover's persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Dang, the Lover's Arcana really fell off. It went from being Risei's to On's. It went from being the best school to the worst school. That's just unfortunate, man. Hope whatever the Lover's Arcana is in 6, I hope it's a lot better. Because it really took a plummet from 4 to 5. It's written by 40-year-olds that self-insert into Morgana and see that IRL Kamoshitas.
All right.
Just let me know when you're heading back in. Oh, wait. We don't have each other's info.
Remember that Mar has been one of the most consistent recurring characters in the greater SMT franchise, dating back to 1992? Dang.
Hey, give me your number and chat ID. And,
I don't want to give my phone number to An.
I'll be counting on you then. Same goes for you, Morgana.
The pleasure is all mine, lady. What a kind girl. Such admirable consideration for others.
I don't know. For every time she does something kind, she's kind of a jerk. Like 10 times more than that, so...
And the innocence to cast herself into the jaws of death to achieve her goal.
I get the feeling that Morgana's just never met a woman. Like, ever. Ever. And so that's what his first encounter with a woman is on, and he's just absolutely simps for her because of that. I gladly wear that badge. It's my favorite game series.
She cares about her friends, and she's beautiful to boot. What a girl. She's captured my heart.
Well, your heart is captured pretty easily then.
Dude.
Ryuji's right.
You know, it'd be better if this group could get together quick from now on.
Just like the Riders. True.
True. Our best option would be to make a secret hideout where we could discuss these things.
Frankly speaking, An is Morgana's first woman encounter save for, like, Lavenza. Wait, is she actually? But you'd think you would just be you'd think you'd be like Teddy, where he just simps for every woman then.
Hideout, huh? I like the sound of that.
The school rooftop would work. It seems like nobody goes up there. For the time being, that will make the perfect hideout. I can't contact you from inside a palace, so I'll stay in this world. That being said, I'll need someone to take care of me.
Speaking of old SMT games, have you guys heard that the devs went to the shrine and ended up suffering with a curse during SMT's development? Even though it has nothing to do with what? They suffered from a shrine curse?
I'm personally nominating you. You should feel honored.
This is all you. There's no way I can at my place. Well, we now have our hideout, so let's meet there tomorrow.
The game is riddled with bugs.
Let's go look at my new residence for this world.
Stay upstairs while we're open for business.
Okay. Thanks, jerk. Oh, hey, it's that woman that Rizu likes. The mid-goth woman.
Yes?
Hey, lay off the customers. Sorry if he was rude, Doctor.
I don't mind.
Come on, you're getting in the way. Go on upstairs. Try not to bother the customers.
Yeah, shut up.
Come on, you're getting in the way. Try not to bother the... Come on, you're getting in the way.
I feel like the closest I can compare
I'll see you later.
Sojiro to is probably like Sedith at the beginning of Three Houses when you first play it. But wow, when you replay this game versus when you replay Three Houses, Sedith is not that annoying. Sojiro is really freaking annoying. Because he constantly assumes you're out to commit the worst thing possible.
Come back again. That's it for today. Oh, that customer just now? She's the head doctor over at that clinic down the street. Rumor has it she gives pretty crappy examinations and sells some weird homemade medicines on top of that.
That's a fair reason to be skeptical of you, but he's also... Yeah, he's not really that bad. he does suspect you, but he's not just outright a jerk to you. Whereas this guy doesn't like you, and you're forced to live with him. Which I never understood the logic behind that. Yeah, you know, this guy that hates you, yeah, for some reason he takes you in. Why? I think it is explained, but I don't think they do much of a reason to explain it. But it's like, why does this guy who hates my guts take me in? Like, it makes no sense. If you hate me so much, then why don't you just let someone else do it? He's a little cold at first, never means to. Yeah, I feel that too. I don't feel like Seth has ever really, like, intentionally. And once you save Flane, he's pretty much nice to you. That could change, of course, you side with Edelgard, but, like, that's for a pretty obvious reason. Even then, though, as long as you spare Flane, in the time skip, he'll just say, like, you know what, we'll leave you alone as long as you spare Flane, if you spare Flane, we'll leave you alone and never mess with you again. And he doesn't. He never... It also wasn't Seth's idea to hire... That's true, that's very true. It was against his judgment. It was out of his control.
At least, that's what I've heard. I haven't been there myself. They should really just leave her alone. It's not like she's getting in the way of their lives.
Hey, are we there yet?
Well, I gotta get home and start making dinner.
What the? What is this place? Is this some kind of abandoned house?
It's the most agreeable Nabatean. Yeah.
Hey, are you...
Well, I don't know. I think Flame probably is, but...
I was wondering why I heard meowing. What did you bring it here for? Nowhere, huh? Look, this place is a restaurant. Animals are a no-go. Though, I guess you might stay on good behavior if you've got a pet to take care of.
Flane is a Nimrod. Flane is a Nimrod.
Fine. But keep it quiet when we're open for business. And don't let it roam downstairs, or I'll toss it out. Oh, and I'm not going to take care of it. That's all on you.
Well, that's fair.
Was that the ruler of this place?
The ruler of this place.
He seemed pretty understanding for someone who keeps you cramped up in this dump. Then again, I suppose to normal people I just sound like a meowing cat.
Wait, did they ever explain why he doesn't actually let you live in his house? Because we know, well, I guess for those like Kameru who doesn't know this game, I mean, like, we know he's got a house. Is he really that protective over his other kid? But with you, nah, screw you. You get to live in a... It's because of her... Well, yeah, but it's like... Is it really that bad? Is it really that bad? Like, he doesn't have separate rooms or something for you to live in? Or is he just, like, overprotective or something? I don't know. I don't remember because it's been ages since I played this game.
Seriously. I had to keep calling out in that cute little voice. Make sure you wash that dish. By the way, have you decided on a name?
She's a major shut-in. Having a skill issue would probably give her a heart attack. I guess...
Morgana? Huh. I was hoping I'd get to name it.
Yeah, he probably would have a better name, to be fair.
Looks like the chief likes me better than you.
He might hypothetically groom her. Isn't he like 1 year older than her? I don't see how he would groom her. Druk was a felon
to be honest,
to basically everyone,
this place
too.
is heaven compared to Kamoshida's cell.
Yeah, I guess that's... Well, I mean...
Remember how you guys asked me before about what I am?
But I mean, Sojiro is the one who chose to take in that felon, though.
To be honest, I don't remember anything about my birth. I think the metaverse's distortions made me lose both my memories and my true form. I already told you, I'm an honest-to-God human.
You look like a pretty cat-like human to me.
If I were originally just a cat, how could I talk? It doesn't make any sense.
Even if it was allegedly, I wouldn't want a felon at home with my daughter. I mean, I guess it's true. Yeah, I guess that is... He'd rather keep the felon in his shop than at his house with a kid. But it kind of bounces back to the point is like, why did it fall to him to do this? Like, couldn't it just been like, yeah, I don't really want to take care of this guy. He seems like trouble.
There's no doubt that the distortions were what caused me to lose my real self. I'm sure that once they're purged, I'll finally be able to get that, and I have a pretty good idea on how to do it too. That's why I was in the castle in the first place. Come to think of it, I didn't get hungry over in that world.
Should have just made Sojiro his uncle. They should have just given you someone else to take care of you. Because it's clear he doesn't really want to take care of you, and he has other obligations. So it doesn't make sense for him to take you in.
Let me make myself clear. Your taking care of me won't be for nothing. It'll be give and take. Due to my knowledgeable and dexterous nature, I have a lot of intel on infiltration tools. Whoa. I can't tell you more unless we settle on a deal.
Makes sense Sojiro doesn't. He does. Yeah, I agree. And Dojima's actually related to you. He's your uncle. But Sojiro doesn't make sense. He's not even related to you. I think there's like some sort of favor he's owed your parents or something, but it's like, that seems like dumb logic in my opinion. Doesn't make sense, and it's very clear he doesn't want to take care of you.
In exchange for you keeping me here, I'll teach you about these tools.
If I were in Joker's situation, all I have to say is I'd be talking back to this guy. And I'm not the sort that talks back, but I would not have the patience that Joker has. I probably wouldn't. Like, I was a quiet kid, but I was the quiet kid, but I would talk back to this guy, because I just cannot stand him. Also, with Dojima, you get Nanako and Nanako Futaba.
How does that sound?
What links are we focusing? I'm not sure yet. I haven't even unlocked any so far.
I like that answer. Then it's a deal.
Sadly, I have to legally clarify, I don't mean romantically. I just looked it up because I know there's an in-game reason. Yeah, I know there is. I was like, I swear there's a reason for it, but I don't think it's a very good one, if I remember correctly. An acquaintance of Joker's parents who takes him in. Yeah, I think that's what it was. But, like, I still think it's kind of poor. Definitely want Chariot, yeah.
Skillful infiltrations and escapes to all manner of places. There's even the possibility that you use special tools and had someone who manufactured them.
Yeah, Lovers, as much as I hate On, is actually pretty useful.
Answer me.
Hey kid, welcome to Inaba. I used to change your diapers. Who's Hierophant? I know Chariot is Ryuji, I know Lovers is On.
Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With
Okay, Magician is Morgana, I know that.
All right.
I'll lecture you about the infiltration tools over time.
Sojiro, okay. I forget a lot of the non-team ones.
By the way, the power you used in the palace was seriously amazing.
Maybe possible to unlock right now, but I forgot. Oh, we want Death. Death is the Doctor. I know. Yeah, that's. It is kind of funny that the Doctor is Death.
The stronger that power gets, the more reliable it'll be as a trump card. Alright, I'm gonna stick with you wherever you go from today on.
Sun Confidant? Isn't Sun Yoshida? Yeah, okay. That's why he wants. That's why he's so happy about it.
Personas are the strengths born from one's heart. Depending on what kind of life experience you gain, I bet it'll affect that power as well. And if you become acquainted with capable people, you might learn various useful skills too. This is all part of our deal. Got it? I expect great things from you. Don't let...
Oh no, now she's texting me. Okay, go thank Ryuji, don't thank me. You must immediately max out Empress when possible. Empress? What's Empress? I don't remember what Empress is. Isn't Empress Haru? I think Empress is Haru, right?
You guys send messages to each other with that thing, right? I want in too.
Gary?
So, I'm gonna have to ask you to type for me.
Why do you say Gary? Gary? That's so random. Belt longs for Gary, Indiana. He longs for the Gary, Indiana.
Let's turn in for the night. Well then.
I always thought this was kind of weird. Why do one of his... No, not Gary, Indiana. I always thought it was kind of weird how one of his lenses is completely wired out, but then the other one isn't. I don't know, it's just me. Maybe it's... I choose life! This guy's personal Brazil is Gary, Indiana.
Oh.
Can't put anything you could use. I have been on a well, not really a train, but I've been on a bus that's like that, where it's kind of crowded and the seats are taken. I don't know if you guys have ever been on a bus like that, or a train, or anything like that. I'm gonna say, not fun. Not fun. I once went on one of the buses around my university when I was still a student. And we had, there was like these little buses that would take you around from the university to like local shopping centers and stuff like that. And, so I would go and take one to go do my weekly, grocery shopping. And, it had like those little things you would hang on to. Never ridden a bus other than a school bus. This was not really a school, I mean, like, yeah, it technically was a bus that drove from the school, and it was owned by the school, but it wasn't like it wasn't your traditional, yellow school bus. The seats were different. They were all like along these sides. They weren't rows. They were just on the side. There was like a long seat on the side on both sides of the bus, if that makes sense. And ideally you would sit on the, if you're lucky enough, you would be able to sit on the side. Unfortunately, I think there was like a little section in the back that was more like a traditional bus, but that was most like the very back, and it was just a small chunk of the bus. Anyway, so there were these sides, and you would sit on them, But if you were not lucky enough, there were these little things you could hang on to that were hanging from the ceiling. And one day, I was a little bit late, and the bus was full. And this was after I got the groceries, mind you. So on my ride back to the university campus, I was having to hold on to the bags, my grocery bags, as well as hold on so that anytime the bus would turn, you know, I guess it was kind of clear that I had never experienced that before, because, okay, so most of the students on the bus, at least in the morning, they were usually Chinese students. And I say that because a lot of Asian countries, they use a lot of this public transport stuff. So they're probably used to it. Meanwhile, me, I'm just dangling around constantly fighting gravity. Because I have no experience with it. And so I probably look really weird. But, yeah, it was not very fun. And that was the longest 5-minute bus ride I think I've ever had in my life. That was not fun. It would have been one thing if I was just standing there, but I was carrying my grocery bags at the same time, making sure they didn't, go slide around everywhere. So yeah, that was not very fun. That was an experience. Campus bus, jungle gym. It did kind of feel like that, yeah. So after that, I learned my lesson to go a bit earlier in the morning, because you kind of beat the crowd. Sure, the early bird Chinese students were always they're always like the first ones up, like 6:30 in the morning. They're already awake. But like most other students weren't really awake. They weren't out and about on buses and stuff like that.
Well, that's not good. I see. No!
She was wearing bunk clothes.
Morning.
Gonna find you if you're late. Okay, Barry. Alright, Barry from Pokemon.
Hey, are you listening?
Don't ask me anything. I don't want to be asked questions. Bruh. Hey, that's child abuse. Why is this guy able to throw pencils at me? You sure this takes place in 2016? I'm fairly certain a teacher could not get away throwing a freaking pencil right to the forehead. Sun consistently has the best writing. Persona 3's Sun Social Link is widely considered the best in the series. Persona 4's is the tuba girl. Dang, man. You really like that girl, don't you? And there's Persona 5, the Colonel. I don't like UI. I don't really... Oh, you mean... For some reason I thought when you said the Colonel you meant the... I thought you meant UI. I find UI supposed to be really boring.
Pay attention.
But you mean KFC. That's what you're making a joke. KFC. Yeah, more proficiency to not get child abuse. I guess you could say I have a skill issue. I guess you could say skill issue has a skill issue.
Looks like we're all here. Okay, let's get going.
Is Hanged Man. Persona 3, the Hanged Man, his 7-year-old girl. Persona 4 is Hanged Woman's brother. This guy seems like the sort Kamoshida wouldn't get along with. Yeah, I don't think this guy would get along with Kamoshida.
Hold on, it's still too early for us to head to the palace.
But why? Don't we just gotta steal that treasure thing?
Don't underestimate the dangers of that place. We need to prepare.
Ain't that Persona shit we got enough to deal with it?
I love how the New Game Plus Chalk Dodge... New Game Plus Chalk Dodge that gives social stats. Yeah, it's dumb. I don't know why they did it.
That's exactly what I mean when I say don't underestimate it. You'll die if you mess up in there. So again, we need to prepare before we head in.
But how exactly are we supposed to do that?
Which would be max on New Game Plus. Yeah.
I'm glad you asked, Lady Ann. First, we'll need to find better equipment for all of you.
You talking about weapons? Oh, I know a kick-ass place.
In that case, you can handle that side of things. The only other thing would be stocking up on medicine. Fatigue is unavoidable in a palace.
And where can we get medicine?
Don't worry, I know just the place. I hope you look forward to it, Lady Ann. Now then, he and I have some business in Yongen, so let's head off for today.
I don't have any business with that.
Just come with me. I won't be able to get close enough by myself. Can I talk?
Pretty sure my 7th grade math teacher got fired for throwing chalk at a student. Shame. He was my favorite teacher. And this guy threw a pencil at me. Like, you could poke someone's eye out with it. It's, if you, depending on how it hits the kid. Honestly, social stats are actually the main barrier to New Game Plus. Kinda, yeah.
Actually.
Especially through chalk. I thought it was a pencil. If I were on, I would not be taking any meds. This cat gives me... I would not be taking any meds this cat gives me unless I were the harlot, which she just so happens to be.
Hey.
Okay. Talkative woman? Cosby's disciple? Cosby's disciple. Why is this guy British? That's absurd! Bottle of water. Obviously.
This is the clinic that the chief mentioned. Now, how can we get them to give us some medicine?
Maybe we should leave.
Hey, we can't back out now after coming all this way.
Sure we can.
This is the Well, I guess that's the only choice we have. We'll just have to go for it. Alright, let's step inside.
Well... Please head to the exam room.
She sort of sounds like Ingrid. Not exactly, but kind of. I don't know if it's the same voice actress or what. But she sounds different enough that I could believe that she's also just a different voice actress.
In a case like yours, it's usually just due to stress. I'm gonna prescribe you some pain relievers, okay?
I don't think her voice really fits her, though. Oi, bruv, it's me again. Rinka's #1 stinker here. I tell you that that all me and my mates use Rinka every time we play Fates. She's the best. Bottle of water. Yeah. He needs to actually speak in that accent from now on.
Actually, I still need to restock those. So let's go with sleeping pills instead. Sleep is the best medicine anyway. Which type of pill do you want? A sweet-tasting one or a bitter one?
That's all you have? I hear punching bags are good for relieving stress. We should find Mishima!
You're the patient here, you know. Do you think you should be telling me how to do my job?
Yes.
So, it's just like I thought. You're not sick at all, are you? I'm not as dumb as I look, you know.
But you look very different. You look very dumb. Different VA. Okay. I could believe that.
I'm guessing you're here because you heard the rumors about me, hmm?
Are the rumors true?
Who's to say? But as a result, all I get are patients with ulterior motives now. I guess high school kids have it tough nowadays too, huh? Well, fine. I'll prescribe you some medication. But only medication that will help you recover your health. I guess it's fine. You seem pretty earnest, and you don't look like you'll be any trouble. This is my private practice. All the medicine I dispense is original. I have a license to make my own formulas. You've likely seen them being sold at various hospitals.
Alright, you need some basic pain medicine. You can do better. I'll take the opium, please. You could do better. Where's the opium? I need that opium. It's very important.
It's your responsibility to take care of yourself. So, if that's okay with you, stop by anytime.
You're a bad doctor.
I just believe in providing my patients with quick and easy medical examinations.
Did you know that she's standing next to a computer with books? This is meant to imply she's a doctor.
You're a pretty weird kid, you know? I wonder what you're going to use the medicine for. Well, as long as you don't cause me any trouble, it's not my problem. Okay, which one?
Okay. Recover. Where opium? Where opium?
You want that one?
It's a lot of money, though. It costs a lot, and I don't have much money. What being broke look like? Yeah, it looks like this. This is how it looks like, if you ever wanted to know. I don't think we'll really need these for now, though. Well, this revive thing could be useful. So could this. I'll just use the revive grid.
That should work.
So you start confidant, like party heals.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Take care.
Max Jill. If I had money, I would. The drug's so potent it can give a person unlimited power? Dang. We are. Wait, what? One thing I'll give Morgana is that he learns full party heals much quicker than Makoto, but once she does, it's curtains for the cuck.
Man.
What, didn't that guy just see us? Can't get the Sunday smoothie? Who cares? I don't even know there's a Sunday smoothie. Lucky Punch Gaming? Yeah, true.
Okay.
Can't you do it alone? That guy's boring. I'd rather just kill the enemy instead of use it. Well, it might. Sometimes you might need it. So you can go pay 5k yen to get a smoothie because you have free stat points. 5k yen for a freaking smoothie? That's $50! Who pays $50 for a smoothie? I mean, I know it's stat booster, but still. I'm a little broke right now, so I can't really do that. Isn't worth. I agree. Maybe after the first dungeon it might be, but right now, no.
We might be able to get our hands on some decent stuff if this store really has model guns.
0 time cost? I mean, I guess, but...
Well, we can leave that for tomorrow. Let's go home.
The 0 time cost thing is an important part. Yeah, but it's a massive money cost. Because of that. Otherwise, everyone would just always go there.
Okay.
Once Yoshida teaches you to Jumax, 5k will be pennies. Jumax. Is vending machine sell items that restore SP? That is very useful.
Let's turn in for the night.
Oh, like going to Shibuya is so difficult, isn't
Okay.
it? Makes it sound like we're going across the country. We're literally just going to a different part of Tokyo.
What's up?
Do always go there? I'm sure they do when they have the money. I mean, I never knew about this, but... Yeah, now knowing about it, yeah. The good thing about Yoshida, besides he's an excellent... besides his excellent perks, is the fact that he always ranks up whenever you see him. Oh, really? He always ranks up no matter what. Wow, that's actually pretty good.
Let's go.
I didn't know there were any confidants like that.
Hey.
He's not really moving.
Yeah.
Hey.
What? He's not leading me anywhere. Oh, okay. I thought it was saying follow regime, like he's not moving enough.
Everyone, wake up!
Oh!
This country is twisted.
It's your man.
While Japanese society may appear to be thriving, many young people have not been as blessed as their elders. They have no jobs, no savings, no financial security whatsoever. These young people should be tackling their futures head on, but instead, they're too busy merely trying to survive.
What's taking a nap? Wake up here. Yoshida. To clarify, you know how sometimes you need to hang out with his confidant but it doesn't rank up? That never happens with the Colonel. My Colonel!
People give speeches all the time. Plus, politics are pretty boring anyways.
Everyone. The most important thing is...
Hey, hey.
You have my vote. Yoshida 2028.
Follow me. The shop can be pretty confusing to find sometimes.
Where is Ryuji anyway?
Hey.
I don't really vote for Yoshida. I know you would. I know you would.
Yeah. Oh yeah, before we head in, you know anything about guns and shit?
I'm not American. Well,
Yeah,
I
guess
mean,
we
I
can just
am,
ask the
but
guy
in the
behind
game
counter
I'm
if we
not.
can't figure out what we want. Come on, let's do this.
You looking for recommendations? I don't know, just buy whatever looks interesting to you.
Shop named Untouchable yet. You touch the door to get into the shop. I'm suing! Based.
Ugh, some customer service.
I would say get a Jack Frost with Mabufu too. Isn't Jack Frost magician though? What is the first persona they need? I've never done the twins thing. But like I said, I think he's magician, so shouldn't really matter, should it? I don't know when the twins thing starts.
Fine, what do you want? An automatic? A revolver?
Automatic? Dude, why are you talking about cars now?
21's confidence is broken.
Listen, this here's an enthusiast shop. My regulars will be mad if I let a casual like you hang around.
The twins thing is easy. I've never unlocked it.
I'm not a freaking casual. I bought shit from here like last week.
Can't remember you.
Bruh.
You bastard.
And you, looking for something?
You can practically do the whole thing in single mementos day.
Oh, you guys planning a nice big bank robbery or something?
Yes, actually we are.
What? That ain't it. We just like how they look is all.
Anyways, you should have said before you two are enthusiasts. I'm always up for helping fresh faces. Some precautions first, though. Don't go around pointing them at other people. Keep them in a bag or something if you're outside.
No, you are. That's 2 palaces from now. Yeah, true.
Oh, and don't let the fuzz catch wind of you having him. I don't need him coming around here.
The fuzz? What kind of slang is that? Slang for the cops. A really strange slang for cops.
Is that right? Now, if you look close, you'll be able to tell these are models. Real guns feel different. Maybe someday I'll show you the real good stuff, though. If you got the guts for it, of course. But for now, you get the beginner selection. Just sit tight. I'll bring them out.
We did it, dude. We totally gotta go for some fancy shit, right? Oh, I want him to shine. Oh, and here's the cash for mine. Pick me out something good.
Well, I got some money back. What about Jack Frost right now? You can't fuse until level 11. Okay, yeah, I figured probably not. Probably not until the second palace. Range weapons increase the power of your gun attacks. This do more damage than melee weapons. May be more useful against tough enemies. Just decrease the damage you take. You fuse a slime and keep it for the entire game. I can't make any promises on that one.
Alright.
I really can't, I'm sorry.
Alright, which one?
Wow, this stuff's expensive, man. This stuff is expensive. But, then again, we are definitely going to want some defense. This is some expensive stuff, man. This is a difficulty thing?
Good.
Because I swear I remember having more money in Persona 5 than this. You're just poor, okay. Fair enough. I think we'll buy a gun.
Okay. Alright, which one?
Oh dang, these are all very expensive.
Sounds good.
Just use the laundry mat. Laundry mat? What does that do? You know what? Actually, the thing that gets the most mileage.
Alright, which one?
Joker's a game over if he dies. So, you know, let's just go and buy a protector for Joker.
Sounds good. That's what you're choosing? You better not use it to pull a prank. Alright, which one?
Spend a little time to get free stuff. Doesn't give you that much money though, does it?
Come again.
If you get filthy, sooty armor in dungeons, you can wash it at the laundry. Get high-end protectors, really? Huh, I never knew about that. You can also make Kawakami do it later down the road. Base making the woman do my dishwashing, not dishwashing, my washing, making the woman do my laundry.
Later.
She's gonna use fusion alarms for armor. Fusion alarms. Oh, like the thing that happens occasionally. I feel kind of bad for Ryuji because he was like, "Oh, give me some stuff with this money," and I didn't actually get him anything.
Boss, did you hear? Apparently that subway driver from the accident was acting really odd during his testimony hearing.
You talking about that psychotic whatever thing people are going on about?
I'm not gonna do a run of this 100+ hour game just to help you more accurately. Well, yeah, I don't think you would.
Yeah, I heard it completely alters your personality.
Wait, she cooks, cleans, does laundry, makes coffee? If only she wasn't a groomer.
The news is saying the driver couldn't even speak when they tried asking him questions.
Basically, you can itemize personas and some of their items into armor. Well, 100% point of view. Well, yeah, I'm sure it's a pain to 100%. But I'm not trying to 100%.
Only an idiot would believe a preposterous story like that.
I don't even 100% Persona 4. And I don't think I'm gonna get the good ending for this.
No.
Well, not
sorry,
the best
we're
one anyway.
closing soon.
Because I don't care enough for this game to do that.
How rude. This must be why you don't get many customers. Your coffee's actually not half bad. The beans must be lamenting the sorry state of this store.
Thanks for stopping in. Please come again.
I'm only trying to help you fix your business. Thanks for the coffee, at least.
Jeez, what a pain.
I don't doubt it's really that. I don't really think it's necessarily that hard. Maybe I said it's hard. I meant more so that it's just very, very tedious.
Oh, what do you want? If you're bored, go wash some dishes or something. Shut it. It's all good as long as the shop doesn't fail. I'm not gonna go wearing a fake smile. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up living out on the streets.
Bro was pretty okay with being a hobo.
As long as I'm here, the world leaves me be.
Supposed to go as 99%. How do you know it was 99%?
No annoyances or troublesome people to deal with. It's like my own personal hideaway. I'd be kind of screwed if I lost it. But I guess you would be too. So you better at least try and be useful around here.
Nah, I don't think I will.
Anyway, I'm leaving now. Don't cause any trouble.
I don't want the game to go into obligation, yeah.
We're just about ready to go to the palace. We just need to assemble some infiltration tools.
Stop texting this number! I wish you could say that.
Clean off that desk back there so we can use it. That desk! Hurry now and clean it up!
Not in the mood.
Don't say that. Come on, I'll teach you how to make infiltration tools. That desk. Great. Now you can make things whenever you want. I'll provide the materials this time. Try making a lockpick. Don't think too hard about it. You'll get the hang of it.
I think you get a 100% in an RPG sense command. Because it would be. It would be.
Everyone starts off a little clumsy. Don't be sad if it doesn't go well at first, okay? Great. We should be able to use this.
Yeah.
Requires max proficiency. Oh dang! I gotta be. So in other words, I can't have a skill issue. I like how the charm is just says existent. It's there. It's there, whereas proficiency is just bumbling. I looked it up. You don't have to do every link to get the last palace. Just by catching the new ones. I don't really want the best ending though, because that stretches the game a lot longer, and I don't really care for that one. Like I said, I don't care enough for Persona 5 to do it. I got the golden ending for 4 because I actually really liked the game.
We should be ready now. We're heading into the palace tomorrow. Let's get some sleep.
Good morning. Come on, hurry up and get to class. Good morning. That admirable behavior won't do you any good once you're expelled.
The only requirement for the third semester is doing Maruki's Link, doing Akechi's and Yoshi's Always. It just adds up some more scenes. Okay. Yeah, but Maruki's fruity and only women and homos like him. Therefore, we shouldn't do his support. Just avoid the fruitcake. Believe me, I intend to. I'm only gonna support the characters that I actually want to support up, or just that I need, or just like that really help to support.
Well, that wraps up the homeroom period. A word with you, please.
You guys have homeroom in high school? Dang. Last time I had homeroom was in elementary school.
There's something I'd like to ask you.
No Sun Arcana, no Weep. Well, Yoshi does base, so I'll support him.
It won't take long.
I see you're already getting on top of the problem I'd mentioned this morning, Miss Kawakami. I appreciate the support.
Thank you again.
Oh, you know this guy, Yoshizawa?
I had no homeroom in elementary. Really?
Yes, he lent me a helping hand earlier.
I recommend you steer clear of the likes of him if you have any consideration for your future. Remember the discussion we just had? There are a number of students in this school you shouldn't get involved with.
Maximum profits.
This one's at the top of the list.
Oh, the delinquent transfer student?
Sorry to interrupt, but I need to use the guidance office.
Oh, pardon me.
Once a week in high school. That's kind of weird.
We should be going too. Don't want to get in the way of guiding this delinquent and all.
Please excuse us.
After you. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Did something happen between you and Mr. Kamoshida?
Is Ryuji?
Well, there was that little exchange just now, but that's not all. He gave me a brief lecture this morning, and your name came up. Something about the dangers of a lack of supervision. I don't mean to pry, but just make sure you don't go causing trouble, okay? Oh, and one more thing. That girl outside the office, you didn't make a pass at her, did you?
What? I don't even know what this is to mean. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like hitting on her or something, but it's just a strange way. It's such a strange and indirect way to say it. The best. Okay, I read that. That's why I say that I am interested. Or her ribbon was cute.
Uh-huh.
She's not happy.
Mr. Kamoshida has a real close eye on you. Apparently, you've been getting involved with Sakamoto-kun.
Make a pass equals hit on. Okay. I guess I'm just not familiar with that. Usually it lets you ask for more money during holdups. It's really funny since you can just keep demanding more money. Really? That's pretty funny. You can just repeatedly do it with the same one. Once you commit mass vehicular manslaughter on mementos. Based? Very based?
You seem acquainted with Yoshizawa-san as well. Maybe you're just naturally drawn to athletes? Sorry, bad joke.
Bruh. What?
That's all I wanted to discuss. You're free to go.
That seemed very out of character for her to do. So why are you flirting with your teacher? Because the game has forced me to. Well, the demon gives you more money. You could literally say, and I quote, "You could do better." Now that is Jumaxing. Usually gets you items, XP, and money all the same. Gets you items, XP, money, and all. Quick method. It doesn't stop until the demon gets mad and summons more guys. Then you can just hold up the other guys and repeat the process. They start to realize that you're just a swindler. You're not even trying to kill him, you're just a swindler.
I hope you all understand that our time limit is May 2nd.
We basically just have to go to that castle and steal the treasure from Kamoshida, right?
But wait, what even is a treasure? I want to know that before we do anything.
No stupid side quests. Well, not a lot.
A treasure is the physical form of the
Probably
palace
because the game
ruler's
is so big
distorted
itself,
desires.
so you can't really afford that. His max rank ability lets you recruit any demon or goddess of level during negotiations. So you can recruit something above your level? Dang.
In other words, it's the core of the palace. Once we steal it, the palace will crumble.
That's very
I
powerful.
think, having said all that, even I don't know what Kamoshida's treasure is going to be.
And where can we find it?
There's no way of knowing that until we go in and find out.
Can you save the game just to get expelled? You could do it. You can actually look up the cutscenes. Because there's different cutscenes if you fail the deadline. For each deadline that you fail. Has plenty of side quests. I guess, but...
But if I had to guess, I'd say he has it locked up somewhere in the depths of the palace.
I think I get it now. We just gotta find the treasure, yeah?
Pretty much. There's just a lot we won't know until we go in. In any case, our objective is to find the treasure's location somewhere in the palace. Make sure we go about this with time to spare so we can avoid any unforeseen circumstances. I expect great things from you guys. Okay, let's go.
Alright. The tutorial, I think, is finally over. Finally.
But damn.
What's up?
Bro is, oogling at the harlot.
Nothing. I was just thinking we should choose a code name for you too.
A code name?
I'm not a huge Persona 5 guy, not much of an RPG guy.
I'm Skull, he's Joker, and that's Mona.
Judging by your costume...
I mean, she's got that tail and stuff, so...
You can also fight the small child later, the small child. The more I think about it, the more I think they totally reward... They need to totally reward Persona 4 systems to let it have Persona 5 stylems. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna actually do that. As much as I would love to see it, don't say it, Morgana. We already have a code named Hafu. Persona 5X, I don't even know what that is.
What do you think?
Cat girl. Kitty woman.
Wait! Is that what you're going to call me from now on? I am so not down with this.
I am.
What do you want to be called then?
Something better than just a little cat.
It's a Chinese mobile game. Oh.
Maybe... Panther?
Nah.
That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it?
No.
Huh? Why?
'Cause it sounds more... ferocious?
She's a cougar.
Bruh. Bro, doesn't that mean she's like 40? Well, maybe to you she is. You just called her a MILF.
Don't call me that! More importantly, Kamoshida.
He said it.
Oh, right. Let's go. Alright, let's start fresh and get going.
Less than a year old, true.
It's game time from this point forward. I'll teach you guys the basics of infiltrating a palace as we go.
You hear it again. No, I don't want to go to jail.
My master would like a word with you.
Well, I don't want a word with him. Call her it again. Cat girl?
The prisoner has returned.
Well done. It seems you truly make...
I never asked for any of this.
Shut your mouth and listen, inmate.
I am not attempting the essence of the rehabilitation. Once you encounter ally, only then will I explain it all.
Minions
Such a
want to
day
attack.
should
Shut up,
not
kill.
be far off. This time, I wish to introduce you to the AIDS.
He wants to give me AIDS.
Due
Bro.
to your, that power holds to that end. Do not be alarmed. Personas are personalities that exist with us. You will only be discarding old personalities to have them be reborn as new ones. By discarding your old identity, you give way to... Think of it as the fusion of your persona.
As soon as On joins the party, Igor says talking about AIDS. No, he's gonna give us it.
Select the first. Now, before you select the second persona, do you remember how I mentioned personas are the power of the heart? In other words, the effects of your bonds on execution, or when you fuse, this will be a... Moreover, you cannot create a persona that's... This is because the resulting persona would be... Now then.
But I can't... Wait, I think it's too high level though.
This is the form your new persona is expected to take after fusion. It's possible for them. These skills and specialty.
Making the Jew pot.
You okay with this?
Not really, but I guess I gotta take it.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
I don't really like this, but... Man. It's got 4 magic.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Will it gain new power? I wonder. My.
I am Arsene, the other you who exists within. Though I may disappear this moment, I shall always be at your side. We shall meet again when your fate reaches its conclusion.
Bye-bye, Smash Bros. Guy. It is unfortunate we gotta go throw away Arsene. Later, Master Hand, yeah.
A stronger
Its worth will be...
Gather
He's gonna fall off real soon. When does he really fall off? The game never really gives you a chance to see.
So that your rehabilitation goes well. And depending on the effort, cry your tears.
Your heart is, it seems, your real. In anticipation of this, I have prepared a gift for you. I hope that you shall accept it.
Didn't learn much after what he already had. Oh. I thought he maybe learned better dark magic or something, but... No, I don't want...
Alright.
We can just resummon Arsene right now. Oh, I guess, yeah, we could.
That is a thief's skill, allowing one to tap into their sixth sense and see what is hidden in the... I believe you...
I don't know if it is available.
Then, if you...
I don't think it is. Maybe later it will be.
How fares your...
You'd like to read the compendium? These are the paths you have walked.
Oh yeah, we could just go and bring him back, but I don't know if I want to. This little fun mini hobby. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Sorry.
Done already? What?
Not worth the prize, absolutely not.
It is time, inmate.
Something wrong? You were just standing around all of a sudden.
So did it look like I just had a seizure or something? Or a stroke?
Why are you spacing out like that? It's kind of hard to tell what you're thinking sometimes.
The whole gist of the game is to fuse off personas once they've outlived their usefulness. Except Slime! Yeah, Slime gets a special exception.
Let's just say he's a man of high caliber. We're counting on you, Joker.
So, where do we start?
Let's head to the safe room we found last time. It's in the first floor of the west building. It's pretty close to our usual entrance. It should be a pretty decent starting point.
Safe room?
It'll make sense when you see it. Well, let's head out.
Of all the party members' personas, which is your favorite? Mine's Goemon. Goemon is pretty cool. I like how he has his swords. Well, I guess he doesn't have swords, but Yusuke has his swords. I like Captain Kid. He's a guy on a ship. He's a pirate on a ship. Melody? She has a wyvern? She has a wyvern from FE6?
Well...
There's not much point in talking to them, unless it's something really funny to say, which I don't think I usually do. I hate Haru's awakening persona. It looks so stupid to me. I don't remember what it looks like.
Well,
Ignore how I think that guy on the toilet is cool.
oh.
Okay, let's move on.
But without you, please. I don't want you to set our AI. Hopefully not, but I'm not sure. Okay, never mind. They all take commands. I think it was Persona 4 that was like, oh, do you want me to? Well, let's start off with that direct control. Yeah, that's dumb. But in this one, they just all start.
Now then.
Just the mods, yeah. And, Garnif. I mean, I do occasionally see Maki type something and Inkling. But besides that, I think it's just them. Once Yusuke joins, we'll never see Hafu again. Well, sometimes when we run out of SP and stuff, we'll have to swap around to her. But we won't have to see her constantly. Where is that?
I'll reveal your true form.
Okay. Nah, they're bots, true.
Looking cool, Joker. Don't move.
We already got Pixie, so. Show me the money.
Find a shade. What'd you think? Yeah, what'd you think? Bye-bye.
Now's the time to retreat.
Once you do Sojourner's Link, yeah. I'd imagine so. They really don't give you much money, do they?
Focus.
That we can make some nice money off of.
Focus.
Oh dear, you nearly saw me. Now imagine after Pixie gave you her last name, she said, "You can do better. We need Yoshida. We do need money."
I'll reveal your true form.
Can we grab these bozos?
First move is ours. Use wind to hit its weak point.
Okay.
Persona!
Jack.
Not that. It's time. No.
Joker took one out. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time catching this guy.
What did you think? Graceful? Stylish?
Can be useful to infuse into another persona? Yeah, probably.
All right.
Good work. Keep it up.
It's somewhere.
Is this supposed to be the cafeteria or something?
I can feel it.
Brought Smeargle and Love Disc to the Elite Four while he was asking to lose. But then again, he probably didn't really have any other choices. You'll need to bump the difficulty to hard, probably. Okay. Let's knock that difficulty down a bit. Well, up, I guess. Technically up. If you think about it. We'll give him Rage and end the stream. I just don't like Maruki, and what I've seen of Maruki's quest thing, it's just boring.
I'll reveal your true form.
He's poorly written, he just doesn't seem interesting.
Alright, the first
Let's
move
go.
is ours.
What even are these?
I don't see a weak spot.
Okay. Alright.
Come. Go down.
Persona! Ha! Let's do this!
fire. Okay.
So gorgeous from within.
Stop simping, Morgana. All runes. That's stupid. Go die, loser. The Phantom Thieves.
What'd you think? I am thou. Thou art I.
Dang, maybe I do have Riz, but only for weird plant things. Apparently it doesn't work on human women, only plant women.
You've got a new mask, Joker.
It's not telling me that in order to impress the ladies, I need to carry a gun with me. True.
Okay.
Only if they're plant women, though.
Feel it.
Is there anything in here that I missed? What did it do to Maruki? Which was... I actually don't remember. Oh, we can steal a mace. I want the human woman, not a shrub. Well, I'm afraid it's not gonna work then.
Ah. Now then.
Oh, Baton Pass. I like Baton Pass. The best mechanic in Persona 5.
Okay, I'll show you an example first. You better watch closely. Use this opportunity to baton pass and swap your turn with someone else. The baton is yours.
Just not a little broken. Maybe it is a little broken, but it's really fun. Oh dang, I didn't realize that the fourth member just doesn't use any HP or MP. That's actually really broken. That's really broken.
Now strike the enemy's weakness and give the baton pass a try. Alright! The baton pass made you stronger.
Wait, who's weak to dark?
No.
It's weak to electricity. Let's go for that. Shadow's weakness is ice.
Or dark.
This one.
Balance? No. Fun? Definitely. Very true.
Gun attacks will hit its weakness. Go, go, go!
Wait, which one's weak to...
Looking cool, Joker! Nice, Joker! Right in their weak spot. Alright, pass the baton and follow up! Pass it on to the second person! Persona! Damn, Carmack! Let's see that again! Nice one, keep it up! You guys are it, everyone! Nice practice, team! You did it! Nice one, keep it up! Good goods aren't getting through.
Why does On make that weird tongue face thing? Freaking boring. Okay, great line.
Nice.
Time to Jack. Well, I probably couldn't capture him in that fight. Wrong game. Yeah, I think Garniff is right. That is true.
I can feel it.
It says if it's ... they aren't joining you. Oh, okay. It's probably because it's a scripted fight. That's probably why. When a Dachi, I wish.
Damn it.
Listen up. Still. Now, let's carry out our plan.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike. Go. Looking cool, Joker.
Go ahead.
All right. Pass the baton and follow us.
The Jack is back. Bruh. Never mind. There we go.
It's almost scary how good I am. You powered up for the baton pass.
Let's go, Captain!
You did it, Skull.
The Jack can't die, so true. Have mercy, oh. We're so Jack, I know, right? Give me a credit card. I don't know which answer is actually good. Keyhole! Keyhole bros. He likes the trolley answers. Based. Jack-o'-lantern, let's go. Got the best persona in the game. Well, besides Jack Frost. No, besides Black Frost. Black Frost is the best one. Black Frost is definitely the best Jack Frost. Because he can say it.
Whoa,
which means he's the best one.
Right.
I'm partial to King Frost. Black Frost with a gun! going back to Merciless.
There's an enemy. Be careful.
Show me your true form.
All right. The first move is ours.
It's time.
You've got fire, okay. The question is, what do we want to do?
It's weak to
You're
fire
freak to
skills.
fire, and you're weak to
Can't take
guns.
gunfire. Lock and load.
That Angel's learned to BDSM. Don't question it. But it's hard.
Looking cool, Joker.
Do it.
Not over yet.
This is gonna hit so hard. Wow, 321 damage. Let's go.
Let's do this. Nice job, Panther. You took them all.
Losers. Okay.
That was so easy. I'm yawning.
Just steal everything in here. Merciless damage boost? Oh man. Maybe they're fallen angels, maybe. Is there anything in here?
This door won't open.
I can see it. I have something. Joker.
The bar is...
How suspicious.
Can you dash? Yeah, I can.
I can see it.
Rusted handcuffs.
Whoa.
Favorite Dune Persona isn't featured until the Okumura dungeon. Toilet Man?
Now then.
Wanna get going?
The Carabia?
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to scratch.
Surprised you never played Devil Survivor or Clocked on stream. Well, why are you surprised by that?
Looking cool, Joker.
But Gonzo is incapable of chip as a berserker. Yeah, he is. I actually had no idea you're using Gonzalez, but yeah, Gonzalez is not the sort of guy that chips. He either doesn't hit or he just freaking murders. He's a very fun unit. You know, I could go for this. I could go for fire, or I could just see how much physical does with the +2 stack. As long as it hits. Wow. That was a crit. That may have killed even without a crit. I'm not sure.
All right. It's somewhere.
That was easy.
Seemed up your alley. B rank with Lilina is totally helping him too. I don't. It's probably helping his crit because I believe Double Thunder gives a lot of crit. Hooroy. It's Belter line in the game.
I'll reveal your true form.
Hooroy.
Now's our chance to strike. Go! Fire attacks are useless.
Wind or ice? Oh, I thought she was electricity. I thought she was thunder. Maybe I was wrong.
Persona!
I think gives crit. Maybe that's it in that case as well. I don't think we can get anything off this.
Some other way.
I think I'm just gonna go for intense gunfire.
Joker took one out. All right. Persona. Zoro.
She's like, okay, I guess I misremembered. I know Hector's thunder. I guess I just thought that she inherited thunder from Hector. Nice.
Yeah, victory.
Level 6.
All right.
Luna can just kill the boss, but she doesn't need the XP. Why can't you guys chip? That is a problem you will run into later FE6. Even in hard mode, you're gonna run into issues where it's like, why can't I chip? Thunder Lies a full crit support, oh dang. Yeah, see at the beginning you want all this chip, and you just couldn't get enough of it. But now you can't chip at all, you guys are strong. They can't chip. Because they're all doubling and they're all doing decent damage. Or if they're not killing, they'll just crit. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Also full defense for it, which could help Alina. I mean, granted, you shouldn't be leaving her in range of attacks anyway, but hey, sometimes you have to. Let's get up here. What's up here? I don't know what's over here.
I have something.
Big everything, actually. Really? What's up here? Oh, okay. I don't think I want to go quite over there. Seems a little risky.
Focus.
What?
You need to train more.
Don't tell me I need to train more. I need a unit that won't kill an FE6. The humble Roy. Well, we gotta remember her Roy doubles everything. Now, that doesn't mean that he kills everything, but it does mean that he is probably not as good at setting up as most Roys are. This could get us screwed over if we jump in the wrong place.
Focus.
If we just jump into the wrong area, that could screw us over. Depends on who he's up against, but his crit makes him vital for a good killing handful of units. But Roy can actually help and save Lynn rather than the opposite. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I have something.
Gonna post the support bonus in the Discord. That's fair.
I have something.
First off, there's an enemy right here. Doesn't often need saying. Yeah, because you usually can kill something and then get her out of the way. Usually the threat's gone by the time you end your turn, and if not, you can always just rescue drop her. Defense is okay-ish, and it's suicide to fight her, yeah. And she's probably got good enough dodge that she's not gonna die to just straight attack. She usually, I don't know what her speed or luck is, but she's probably good enough that she can find her. I don't leave her vulnerable too often, but when I do, she's not the target. Yeah, because she probably has enough void that the enemy just says it's not worth it. Night Watch armor. Sounds good. I don't know how well that fits anyone, but like, I don't know how useful it'll be, but let's see, there's a save room up here.
All right.
Who will support Garrett the Brown? I don't even know if she's gonna use Garrett.
I should write something.
I mean, I would say, honestly, if you're using Gonzalez and he's a Berserker, he's probably gonna end up at least a little bit better than Garrett.
I should write something.
Alright, saved here. Okay. So that's probably where we're gonna leave it, but I do have a meme. Speaking of armor, I'm getting sick of Takeover. Can we change the Persona 4 theme? Is that possible? I don't know how I would do that. Let's see, system. Config. Not really a meme. Oh yeah, I guess it's true. There's no option to change the music. As far as I know, there's not. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to change that. Go into equip, really? Wait, where's equip? Oh, right here?
I should write something.
Equip. Changing outfits changes BGM. That's really weird. Outfits. Wait. Where is outfits? It's not under... Hold on. The outfits. Okay, but there's nothing... No, there's no option here that says outfits. That's armor. I know! I was changing the armor intentionally. Goes right to armor. I don't see outfits, though. Oh, it's this. Okay, this. But I don't have anything else. What's the point of changing this? What's the point? We can't do anything here. We can't change these. Yeah, why are you telling me to look at outfit? What's that gonna do? I don't have any additional outfits. It's not gonna do me any good. Why am I going into outfits? I don't have any other outfits. What are you trying to do? Wait, when do we get that stuff? You need to grab all the DLC crap for outfits. I don't think I have the DLC stuff. It's in a box in your room. Well, you can remind me of that whenever we leave the dungeon. But for now, DLC stuff is taint. So you're getting the Persona 4 related outfits by somewhere later if it's the post-game items, and that sucks. I have no idea. I've never used them. And I don't have the DLC. So. Anyway, let's go show what Belt was going to show us. Let's see. What is it? Let's see what that shows. Okay, so this is apparently what Belphegor was based on. Give me a sec. I mean, it's not really a meme, but we're going to call it one. Closest we have to a meme today. From now on, the stream should be going along a lot faster since we've got through a lot of tutorial jank. So now we're pretty much done with that. So it's no longer slog text. Comes through with okay, maybe I do have it then. You're actually not able to have the DLC, really. Okay. So anyway, here is what Belphegor is based on. Give me a sec. If I can get it. Okay. So this is what Belphegor is based on. Again, this is kind of weird, because he's just sitting on a toilet. It's a demon sitting on a toilet. I don't understand who came up with this idea. Yeah, what if we made a guy sitting on a toilet? Some goblin thing sitting on a toilet. That's a great idea. I don't think it's specifically a toilet, though. Slog text is what RPGs are known for, really. I mean, I guess that's true. I guess that is true, but still. So yeah, on Saturday, let's give him the toilet. That's an upgrade, if anything. He needed that toilet, man. He needed that toilet. That was absolutely crucial for him to have. He needed that toilet. So yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. We're gonna be doing more Three Houses then. Toilet maxing Indian build demon shed. Yes. And then on Saturday. Wait. Today is Thursday. Sorry. Today is Thursday. So Saturday is gonna be more Three Houses, and then Sunday is gonna be more Persona. So that is what the schedule is gonna look like. We've actually broken the curse. So far with Three Houses, every season I have done has ended earlier and earlier and earlier in the run. The last run ended before completing Chapter 8. So I've actually broken that curse already. Now, if I can avoid dying to dumb paralogs, then we can actually get to the time skip. Because the maps, let's see. The pre-time skip maps, besides paralogs, are actually pretty easy up until about Chapter 13. Not 13, 12, sorry. The map right before the time skip. That one is kind of tricky. At least when I played it in Silver Snow, or the Silver Snow round, it was kind of tricky. I don't know if it's going to be any harder or easier. Time for Ash and Catherine. And for once, I have trained Ash. So the Ash Catherine paralog should not be a problem. Because Ash will not die in 2 hits, thankfully. I mean, he's still kind of frail, but he's actually trained, so he's not just going to get doubled and obliterated. Well, I don't know, there are some Pegasus Knights there, and the Falco Knights in this game do get very scary, but Ash should not be dying that easily. We shouldn't have to worry about needing to give him the pregnant wall every other turn. We shouldn't have to worry about that. Now, there are some scary enemies there, but I think we should be okay. I think we should have an easy-ish time of that map. Maybe not easy, but it shouldn't be, you know, end of the run sort of difficult stuff. Pregnant wall, indeed, pregnant wall. Remember when you raged about how it'd be a game over if Ash died? How it'd be a game over if Ash died. But he did. Because Ash is just that bad. I mean, it was a spare log, to be fair. It was a spare log. Yeah, I don't know if you were there, Maki, but he killed one of my runs. Because he died on that map. I don't know if you were there at the time, but he did kill my run. And one run. Ash was trained. I don't think he was trained. I don't think he was trained in that run, though. I think he was like level 1 or something still. But in this case, he shouldn't die because he's like level 20. What do you mean Narshan has items I had to steal? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to steal them, but it would make him an easier fight if you did, and they're worthwhile items to grab. I mean, what is it called? The shield? He's got that shield, which would be great on whatever flyer you use. And he's also got a blue gem, I think? And mind you, stealing the Delphi shield also means that you can use an archer against him afterwards. So honestly, it just makes it easier to kill him if you steal items. I must steal them. Brazilian coded. Brazilian coded. But anyway, oh wait, you're on chapter 16. You're nearly at the end of chapter 16 if you're fighting Narshan, unless you're just looking at the map. If you are near the end of chapter 16, I'm actually impressed you've made it this much progress within just a couple of hours, because chapter 16 is a very slow map. But yeah, you'll need to probably spare Douglas. You'll probably need to spare Douglas if you want the Gaiden. In fact, yeah, you have to spare Douglas if you want the Gaiden. And he's kind of annoying. I'm just checking the map, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, Chapter 16 is a long map. It might be the longest map in the game. It's not hard, but it's got way too many objectives in it. I'm so slow when it comes to moving through maps. But are you slower than me when it comes to moving through maps? Actually, you might be, because this is your first playthrough. Fair warning, Zeiss and Melody dying makes you lose the good ending. Although she is resetting... She's not doing an Iron Man. I don't know if she's ever done an Iron Man, but... as long as you just keep them alive, you should be fine. I swear this was a beat the map in X amount of turns. Honestly, it might be harder if it was. Because this map has too much to do in it. I think some Final maps are just maps that have way too much for the player to do in one map. When they should just split it up into 2 or 3 different maps. The turn count for the guy, and just make sure Douglas lives. That's all you have to do. Yeah, just make sure... Just don't kill Douglas. That's pretty much it. That's all you gotta do. Just don't kill Douglas. You can fight him, but you cannot kill him. You can damage him. You can leave him on 1 HP if you want. But do not kill him. He is kind of annoying. You will... As you play this map, you're gonna be like, why is Douglas so annoying? You will start to dislike him. Fortunately, though, he is a general, so his movement isn't the best. So you can mostly just outrun him. The only units that aren't going to outrun him are other generals. But I don't even know if you're using generals. Maybe you're using Barth, but... All your other units, assuming they're promoted by this point... Well, I guess Roy can't, but you can also rescue drop Roy. Anyway, yeah, I think that'll be about it for now. I'll see you guys on Saturday with more 3 Houses.